Every drop tells a story. Every heartbeat, a connection. This is the mother's milk journey.
It's 2 a.m. again. You're sitting on the couch, eyes half closed, bottle in one hand, water jug in the other. You drink and drink because someone online said, more water means more milk. But the truth? Your body sighs, your belly feels heavy, and the milk still seems slow to come. You start to wonder, what's wrong with me? Here's the secret most people never tell you. It's not gallons of water that make your milk flow. It's your hormones. When you're calm, when your shoulders drop, when your baby's tiny breath brushes your skin, that's when oxytocin whispers, and milk begins its gentle release. You don't have to drown yourself in water to feel abundant. You just need to understand how your body truly works. Stay with me, and I'll show you why peace, not panic, feeds your baby best. If you've ever felt pressured to drink more until you felt bloated or guilty, you're not alone. Hit subscribe so you don't have to walk this journey in silence. Like this video if you've ever been told the same myth, and share it with another mom who might need this breath of truth tonight. Hi, I'm Dr. Emma Lewis, a pediatrician and lactation consultant. For over 10 years, I've walked beside mothers in those quiet hours, the ones filled with worry, tears, and questions that seem endless. I've seen how easily kind advice online can turn into pressure. Many moms come to me convinced they're not drinking enough, not trying hard enough, not producing enough. But when we sit down together, breathe, and look deeper, we almost always find the same truth. It isn't about effort, it's about understanding. In this video, I'll help you see how hydration, hormones, and calm are woven together, and why your milk supply depends more on peace than on liters. So take a sip of water, just one, and stay with me. Together, we'll untangle this myth once and for all. If you're new here, subscribe so you don't miss next week's gentle guidance. And tell me in the comments, what's been the hardest part of breastfeeding for you so far? You start your morning with a bottle of water already waiting by the bed, another by the pump, another on the kitchen counter. Every time the baby cries, someone says, drink more. You need to stay ahead, so you do. You drink until your stomach feels tight, until you dread the next glass, until the thought of water itself makes you tired. And yet, the ounces in the bottle don't rise. The guilt does. You start questioning yourself. Am I broken? Did I do something wrong? I meet mothers like you every single week. Women who think they've failed because the number on the scale or the bottle doesn't match the effort they pour in. But what's really happening inside your body is more complex and far more gentle than that. When you drink far beyond what your body needs, something subtle happens. Your kidneys start working harder, flushing electrolytes faster than they should. You may feel lightheaded, even bloated. Your body, ironically, starts to hold back fluids to protect its balance. This tension inside you, both physical and emotional, can suppress the very hormone that tells your milk to flow. It's not your fault. You were told to focus on quantity, not connection. You were taught that more effort equals more success, even when your body whispers otherwise. Hydration is important, but only up to your body's comfort line. After that, the real key lies in your hormones. Oxytocin, the gentle wave that releases milk, and prolactin, which maintains supply. Both respond not to the volume of water, but to the rhythm of your rest, your breath, your peace. But modern motherhood doesn't make peace easy, does it? You scroll through feeds at midnight, comparing yourself to perfect pumping charts and smiling stock photos. You feel you must be doing something wrong, and that thought alone tightens your chest. The more you worry, the harder your milk lets down. And still, someone says, just drink more. So you drink. But what your body really needs isn't another liter. It's a pause, a deep breath, a small space of calm before you feed. Once during a consult, I asked a mother to stop measuring her glasses of water for 2 days. Instead, I told her, drink when you're thirsty, rest when you can, and breathe before every feed. She called me crying, not because her milk dropped, but because for the first time she felt present, not panicked. That's where we'll go next. How to rebuild that calm, one breath and one sip at a time. If this story feels close to your own, gently tap like, so YouTube knows more mothers need to hear it too. And if you've ever been told to just drink more, tell me in the comments what that pressure felt like for you. Your story might help another mom exhale tonight. 4.1 Drink to thirst, not to fear. Your body is wiser than you think. It knows when it's thirsty and when it's had enough. The problem begins when fear replaces trust. You start forcing water like it's medicine, counting every sip as proof of effort. But lactation doesn't work that way. Hydration is not a competition, it's a rhythm. When you drink according to thirst, your body balances its fluids naturally. Your blood carries nutrients, your brain releases oxytocin smoothly, and your milk supply stays steady. Here's a gentler way to think about it. Start your day with 1 glass of water, slowly. Before each feed, pause. Notice if your mouth feels dry. If yes, drink a few sips. If not, breathe instead. After meals, include hydrating foods like soups, fruits, and milk itself. This rhythm keeps you hydrated without overwhelming your system. And if you ever forget, your body will remind you. The dry lips, the light thirst, the quiet signal that says, I need a little. Listen to it. When we stop obeying fear and start trusting biology, milk flows easier and calm becomes part of the process. If this idea feels freeing, like this video and save it for the next long night, you might need to hear it again when the world feels too loud. 4.2 Switch on oxytocin, calm before the feed. Let's talk about the real switch, your hormones. No amount of water can replace the quiet power of oxytocin, the hormone of connection, release, and calm. It's what lets milk travel from storage to flow. But oxytocin is shy. It disappears when you're tense, scrolling, or rushing. Before each feed, give your body a small ritual. Take 1 slow breath in through your nose, hold for a count of 3, then sigh it out through your mouth. Let your shoulders drop, unclench your jaw, feel your baby's weight against you. This tiny pause tells your brain, we're safe. And that message releases milk more effectively than any gallon ever could. You can also use gentle triggers, warm compress on your chest, skin-to-skin touch, soft music, dim lights. These cues remind your body that feeding isn't a performance, it's a partnership. One mom once told me, when I stopped watching the bottle and started watching my baby, my milk finally came. That's oxytocin working quietly, doing its job the moment you stop chasing it. If you want to try this tonight, comment breathe below. Let's fill the chat with calm for every mother scrolling at 3 a.m. 4.3 Optimize the environment and rhythm. Now, let's zoom out to your environment. Feeding doesn't happen in a vacuum. It happens inside the energy of your home, your body, your day. If you're sitting in a cold room under bright lights, holding your baby awkwardly while your phone buzzes beside you, your nervous system never settles. But when you create a safe rhythm, a chair that supports you, a dim lamp, maybe quiet music, you give your body permission to relax. Check your latch and position. Comfort equals confidence. If you're tense, your baby feels it and milk flow tightens. Adjust slowly until both of you sigh at the same moment. Build small, steady rituals instead of frantic marathons. Feed responsively, not on timered fear. Give yourself micro rests. 10 deep breaths, a gentle stretch, a moment outside the window. And yes, involve your partner. Let them bring you a snack, burp the baby, refill your glass, not as a duty, but as a rhythm of teamwork. Breastfeeding is never meant to be a solo act. Consistency, not intensity, creates flow. A calm day, a regular pattern, A nourished mother, that's what tells your body it's safe to give. If you feel lighter hearing this, share this video with someone who keeps reminding you to drink more. Maybe they need to learn the truth too. When mothers stop forcing water and start trusting their body, something beautiful happens. Their days feel lighter. The bloating fades, the exhaustion lifts, and the body finally exhales. You begin to wake up not thinking about ounces or liters, but about moments. Your baby's breath, the first smile, the quiet rhythm between you. As hydration finds its balance, your hormones follow. Oxytocin flows more smoothly, letdown becomes gentler, and the baby feeds without struggle. Your energy rises naturally, not from another glass of water, but from the calm that your body has been craving. Sleep comes easier because your mind isn't rehearsing every piece of advice you've ever read. And perhaps most importantly, your confidence returns. You stop asking, "Am I doing this right?" and start feeling, "I know what my body is saying." That's the transformation I love most to witness, the moment a mother shifts from panic to presence. Her shoulders lower, her eyes soften, her baby drinks peacefully. That balance ripples through every part of life. Meals become more enjoyable. Conversations with your partner become warmer. Even your sense of identity slowly rebuilds. Because breastfeeding isn't only about milk, it's about connection, regulation, and trust. So take this as a reminder. Your worth was never measured in ounces. It's written in every calm breath, every held gaze, every drop of peace you reclaim. If you've felt that shift, even a small one, subscribe so we can keep walking this journey together, and share this video with a friend who needs to hear that peace, not perfection, makes milk. Her name was Sarah, a first-time mom who sat in my office 3 weeks after giving birth. Her eyes were tired, her hands trembling slightly from lack of sleep. She carried a huge stainless steel water bottle, one of those that never seemed to leave her side. "I'm drinking more than 4 liters a day," she whispered, "but my milk just won't come in." She looked at me like someone begging for a diagnosis that could fix everything. Her charts showed no health issue, her baby was fine, her vitals were normal, but her heart was exhausted. So we started small. I asked her to stop tracking every glass. Instead, I told her, "Drink when you're thirsty, rest when you can. Before each feed, take 3 deep breaths, touch your baby's skin, don't count, feel." For the first 2 days, she panicked. The bottle was still there, but something inside her shifted. She said, "It feels strange not to force it." By the end of the week, she began to notice something new. Her baby was feeding longer, calmer. Her breasts felt fuller, not tighter. One afternoon, she called me crying, not out of fear this time, but relief. "I was holding him," she said, "and for the first time, I wasn't thinking about water. I just breathed." And then it happened. I felt the letdown. It just came. In that single sentence, her body spoke the truth it had known all along. Safety, not struggle, turns milk into flow. A month later, she came for her follow-up. Her baby's weight was perfect. When she handed him to me, she laughed softly. I used to think water made milk. Now I know peace does. Her eyes weren't tired anymore. They were bright, steady, grounded. Stories like Sarah's are what remind me why I do this work, because every mother deserves to feel safe in her own skin again, to trust her body, to trust her baby, to trust herself. If Sarah's story feels familiar, give this video a like so it reaches more mothers fighting the same invisible battle tonight. And tell me in the comments, what was your aha moment in your breastfeeding journey? Sometimes sharing your story is the light another mother needs. Every mother's body is unique, and while calm and balance help most, there are moments when professional care truly matters. If you ever feel dizzy, faint, or notice swelling in your hands or feet after drinking large amounts of water, it may be a sign of overhydration. Your body needs both water and minerals to stay in harmony. Too much of one can dilute the other. Listen too to your baby's signals. If your little one seems unusually sleepy, not gaining weight, or showing signs of dehydration, fewer wet diapers, dry mouth, or dark urine, please contact your pediatrician. Those are moments to reach out, not to blame yourself. And for mothers with medical conditions, thyroid disorders, kidney issues, diabetes, or postpartum hypertension, hydration should always follow the guidance of your healthcare provider. Every plan should fit your body, not an internet formula. Remember, peace and science go hand in hand. Trusting your instincts doesn't mean ignoring medicine, it means combining knowledge with care. You don't have to navigate this alone. If today's video gave you clarity, subscribe for more gentle, medically guided advice every week. And if you're part of a mom group, share this with them. Sometimes, the right information can save weeks of worry. Take a moment. Before you leave this video, close your eyes and notice your breath. It's steady now, isn't it? Not rushed, not shallow, just gentle. That's what your body has been asking for all along. Not gallons of water, not endless effort, just this: space, breath, trust. You've learned today that milk isn't made by panic, but by peace. That hydration is important, but only as part of harmony. That your hormones, oxytocin, prolactin, don't respond to how much you drink. They respond to how safe you feel. And maybe that's the hardest truth of motherhood, that we often push so hard trying to prove love through effort when our bodies are already built to give. You were never broken. You were never behind. You just needed someone to remind you to slow down, to breathe, to listen inward. If this message brought you even a small moment of calm, I'd love for you to stay with us. Hit subscribe, not as a formality, but as a promise to keep learning, healing, and growing together. Each week, I share gentle, science-backed guidance to help you rebuild trust with your body. When you subscribe, you're not joining a channel. You're joining a circle of mothers who believe in compassion over comparison. And please, like this video if it helped you release some of that silent pressure. It tells the algorithm, and more importantly, it tells me, that you want more truth, more calm, more healing stories like this. Share this video with another mom who's still sitting in the dark, water bottle in hand, wondering what's wrong with her. Maybe tonight, she'll hear what you just heard, and she'll breathe a little easier too. And in the comments, tell me one small thing you'll do differently after today. Maybe it's drinking slower, maybe it's breathing deeper, maybe it's believing, finally, that your body knows what to do. Motherhood is not a test, it's a rhythm. And when you move with it rather than against it, everything changes. The milk, the mood, the peace inside your home. You are already enough. You always were. I'm Dr. Emma Lewis, and this is the Mother's Milk Journey, where we turn pressure into peace and myths into understanding. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Now go hold your baby close. Take one more breath. You're doing beautifully.